to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. Right down the gut of the field. The tag. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos!
And the running back gets a second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. On the run, it's Scott. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Anderson wants to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
Got it in the middle. It's Durham. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Anderson will throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked up. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. How about the offense both teams put on display in this first quarter? Huge early numbers. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that last missed field goal is essentially a microcosm of the year it's been for this football team. Things just not going the right way on offense, on defense, and on special teams.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
On the option. He'll keep it himself. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the left side. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Wyoming. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Extra point here will tie the game. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the
breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Lobos. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Sargent. Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Flying.
Receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line is set on 3rd down. On the option. Now the pitch. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Lobos are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Gives it on the option. He'll try to take it back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And that's first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Anderson will throw. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
New Mexico, 35. Wyoming, 28.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Anderson wants to throw. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lets it fly. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can, help out the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to get the corner. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Moving away from pressure. Oh, he wants it all. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside of the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. I can't just leave my guys deep. Good coverage, which leads to the overthrow.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Goes to the option. The pitch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half.
Wyoming, 28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
And the Lobos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Past the 45. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Lobos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Powers forward. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos. Getting set for the point after.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Wyoming, 28.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. And the Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Sargent. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
Wyoming, 35.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
I know this defense feels like they've missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field. They wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
And it slipped through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Lobos will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Catch in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Anderson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Durr. Touchdown, Cowboys! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the toss. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Lobos are flying down the field. He'll do it himself. He'll toss it. Inside the 45. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confuse the quarterback a little bit, force them to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Now on the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Anderson wants to throw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Durham. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. There he goes. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's McKinney. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Marches ahead. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively?
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. With the catch, it's Holden. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw again. Almost had the completion, just missed it. It'll be 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll hurry to the line, but the clock's still running. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air.
is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
A few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz. That's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And, RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift, they motion, they put them all over the place. They put them in motion.
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, New Mexico. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And, guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Moment.
Expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That's caught. It's Scott. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Cowboys in the hurry up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Anderson wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I think that's an easy decision for the QB, too. It's third and long. You're in field goal range. You've got an opportunity at 3 points. That play designed to try and get the first, but it's not there. Give the defense credit. Throw it away. Let's get the kicker out on the field.
He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. On the run deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses.
Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Hawaii's offense will get the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's McKinney. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one.
Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a play you may look back back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. 4th down, one the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback to make the right decision. The pitch guy was where the ball had to go, and he's able to use his speed just enough to pick up the first.
He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Harris. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low.
He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. Turning on the Jets. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. And you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll run the option. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. Going right to work up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Sets up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Rainbow Warriors have taken it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it on the move. Touchdown Warriors! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Blair. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Offense facing 4th down.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.